Hello, getting this all set up. Cool. Okay, there's that. Hello, Cam. Hello, Doomspire. I'm gonna get this set up here. Oh shoot, I got that removed. Nah, I'm not doing that. How did I get berry blocks? Oh, I have op on this server, and it was for a specific thing, and I just forgot to put them back. Hello, Silver. Hello, likes music. Hello, user. Bye, Silver. Hello, Xianbom. Thank you, Likes Music, for handling that. Yeah. Pillars have a lot better engagement though, which is... You're recovering and feeling well? That is great. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm killing fish because I'm sad. And I feel like it's a good coping mechanism. Serves zero purpose outside of that. Other than technically, it does clear the mob cap for more fish to be able to spawn. I accomplished something rather large today that very few people can do in the time frame that I did. I don't know when to share it with someone that I care about deeply. It became overshadowed by a mistake I had made in the past. I do remember you, Damien. Welcome back, Milky Ways. This is not modded. See, the thing is, I'm not actually sad about the mistake. Bye, Milky Ways. Make an orbital strike cannon. I've imported one into a world before. Going to be an end update. I honestly feel like we won't get an end update for the year. I feel like they're going to add a new dimension before they start revisiting other dimensions. Because if, technically speaking, we should have had an end update a while ago, since they upgraded the Nether but not the end. I feel like they're going to give some sort of lore about why the end has, they're going to give some sort of reason why the end hasn't been upgraded. Either that, or they added a lot of lore surrounding the Warden, with that whole like portal looking thing in the middle with the reinforced deep slate, and it's all that stuff. That's a cool looking fish. I feel like Crusader would like that fish. So I feel like they'll expand on that lore, and they'll probably add a new dimension before they end up updating the end dimension, which is kind of silly if you ask me. But my opinion does not matter to Mojang or pretty much anyone. Rightfully so. Yeah, except it won't make sense. They're gonna have some like overarching lore, because the whole thing, I bet it could be, it's gonna potentially be another, well actually I have a theory that I just came up with, so it has zero credibility, but if I was in Mojang's position, which I am not and will never be, which I am not and will never be, I would make it so that the reinforced deep slate portal in the ancient cities is a weird end portal, because we don't know who created the end portal. And if you follow Minecraft lore, like, we don't know what's up with the end portal. We just know that they're there. No worries, likes music. Hope be well. We don't know who created the end or nether portal. But the end portal seems like there's some sciencey stuff going on about the portal frames and all that other stuff. So it would make sense if the reinforced deep slate just led you to the end. And then the end would have some sort of skulking update. Because if you think about it, in the way it works in the lore right now, there's those discs and all that. It looks like there was a city, the ancient city, and people were trying to run away from the Skulk and from the Warden. So it would make sense if that portal opened up and it went to the end dimension. And then, because that would explain the cities in the end, eventually taken over by shulkers or something of that nature. That would explain a significant amount. Because the end, at the moment, has zero lore. To my knowledge, has absolutely no lore. The only dimension with lore, well, there are two dimensions with lore. The Nether. Well, actually, yeah, there's only the one. There's only one dimension with lore, and it's the Nether. And since there's only one dimension with lore, and that's the Nether, because they have piglins and bastions and things of that nature, and the overworld has lore already, the logical next step would be to add lore to the end. But Mojang's going to do that in their own way, in their own time. And we're all probably going to be confused and angry about it, depending on how they go about such things. Also, 2 of my fingers are numb. I hate FND with a flaming passion of 1,000 suns. I don't really know quite what I'm doing at the moment, as per the title of this stream. I'm really just running around and stabbing fish. Chat commands. If you exclamation point commands, it'll tell you most of them. Only 5 more till the goal indeed. I don't think we're actually getting any of them from stream. I think they're all coming from that video. The video that I spent way too much time and money on that will never see the light of day and reach the point of viewership that I need it to. Thanks, Doomspire. I hope so too. I don't actually want to be famous. I just want to be able to do this because I'm actually losing hope. Honestly, with every passing hour of whether or not I can actually be a Minecraft YouTuber. .7. I mean, let me check on my end. Yeah, but the thing is, it got absolutely cooked. It's up 2K. Okay, so David, I haven't gotten the RPM yet, but right now the CPM, which is how much advertisers pay per 1,000 views on my videos, is $3. I need the RPM to be $7. And even then, it'll still take 20,000 views just to break even on the money that I foolishly invested in this video. Which, to be quite frank, I have zero hope of getting. How does that go up to 7? Well, I have to wait for the RPM to come out, which is the revenue per 1,000 views, whereas I can see the CPM, which is how much advertisers will pay. You enjoy that vid? Thanks, Bandit. That very well may be my last long-form video. Don't think you are great at Minecraft. Thank you for your unwavering support. Never claimed to be great at Minecraft. Never thought I was great at Minecraft. Will never think I am great at Minecraft. So, wherever you get your information from, that's incorrect. But also, I hope you find peace, because if you're commenting hate on a stranger's live stream, you have some things that you need to work on. So I hope that everything in your life becomes peaceful, and whatever season you're going through is something that you're able to deal with. I actually kind of like this one. It reminds me of Crovex. This one reminds me of Bible Crusader. This one reminds me of Crovex. This one reminds me of a strawberry banana Go-Gurt. Hello, Liv. Okay, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go eat my weight in Sonic mozzarella sticks. God bless.